still home.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
One thing we absolutely love on this side, it's women supporting women. And our next guest, well, she built a community of more than 4,000 women to championing self-worth, financial independence, and fearless ambition.
100%. Taryn Hunter Sharman is redefining what it means to be brave this Women's Month. And we love it because she's the co-founder of the Brave Collective. And she's joining us right now to talk about owning your worth.
Oh, we absolutely love it. It's owning your worth, it's owning your voice, and of course, your future. So, my feel-good family, let's give Taryn a feel-good welcome.
Yes! Yushiro, how are you, gorgeous?
Good, thank you so much.
Outfit, 10 out of 10.
12 out of 10.
12 out of 10.
I'm with you. Yeah, Taryn, it's so lovely to have you with us, especially because I think we always hear about the Brave Collective. It's so nice to see the beautiful lady behind it. Let's jump right into it because the Brave Collective started with only 40 women and has now grown to over 4,000 women being that collective. You know, what is it that you feel women were craving back then as opposed to what they're craving now?
When we started the Brave Collective, COVID had just finished. And so we were all from coming out of lockdown, being on Zoom calls. So when we first started, people were craving connection in person. And people are still needing that belonging and connection. But also, they've moved away from being inspired. Sure. We can get that inspiration everywhere now. And I think now it's a case of what's our next and what are we going to do? What are the practical steps we're going to do to own our worth, our network, our self-worth, to grow? How are we going to do that? And practical steps is what people are asking for.
Okay, talking about these practical steps, because you've said something very, very powerful. You said that your net worth is in proportion to your self-worth. So in theory, yes, I understand that, but how do you put that in practice in everyday life?
It's not some magical formula. You know, suddenly I've got a great sense of self-worth and I'm going to be rich tomorrow. It doesn't work like that.
I wish it did.
Me too. It doesn't work like that. But what we have found, not only in the research but in practical examples, is that by having a strong sense of self-worth, you're allowed to then put your hand up when it comes to a promotion. Ask the difficult questions about your investments. Put your value if you're asking for a job or you're asking for a payment or you're talking about money if you're a business owner, you're suddenly able to see your own value. And so that's where self-worth and net worth come into play.
That's beautiful. And I think that that's not something a lot of people can say, right? Because especially in the country that we live in, I think everyone's always like, oh, my finances for tomorrow, I'm really, really worried about them. But my queen, you're someone who has not been worried about that. And I only say that because you launched your first business at 12. And then by 20, you were financially free from your parents. Talk to us about that. You know, what is it that your mom taught you from a young age that has stayed with you and allowed you to even be able to reach milestones like that?
So my father died when I was 7, and my mom was just 28.
Sure.
My sister was 4. So it was the 3 girls, and that wasn't in the plan, right? And so I am blessed to have had a mom who was open about money. But she was open about it to say, this is what we have, and this is how long we've got to go still. So by learning that and by her openly sharing with me as she learned and about understanding the value of money, where it comes from and what we need to do with it, I think that really set me up in a good understanding of like, well, financial freedom isn't about wealth. Because we didn't have that. But financial freedom is about choices. I can choose this road or I can choose this. And the choice then gives you that ownership, right? And I think that's where the piece comes in. You were speaking earlier about we don't talk about money enough. So it's a big taboo. Today, in 2026, you're not allowed to talk about how much you earn. You're not allowed to talk about your investments. So how are you supposed to learn?
Exactly.
So if we keep these conversations hushed, then it's something we need to fear.
You are leading me straight into my next question because you've actually, it's a term that should be in the Oxford Dictionary. It's called ferocious. What is ferocious?
Well, I always say this. Fearless people don't change the world. Ferocious people change the world. Fearless people have got nothing to lose. That's why they're fearless. Ferocious people show let fear show them when the important work is, where we have to go. Don't be afraid of being fearful.
Right.
Fearful tells you that this means something to me.
Yes.
This is important. I don't talk about being fearless or owning your fear or doing it anyway. I'm like, be fearful because it's important.
Yeah.
Say, hey, fear, welcome to the team. Jump on board. You can't drive, but you can help me navigate into fear.
Sure.
There's always something beautiful on the other side of fear waiting for you.
Absolutely.
100%.
Absolutely.
And my queen, you know, being in August, I know that there's lots of women out there who are just waiting for some inspiration. Do you have any parting words just to kind of let them in on how they could possibly rise above that fear?
I think the most important thing is that fear grows in the dark. And we always, you know, if you think about it, and when you don't sleep and those thoughts go through your head and they grow and grow and grow. My thing is say it out loud in the morning.
Yeah.
My fear is. And suddenly you realize that that fear is quite irrational. And that if you can talk it through, it's usually not as big as you think it is.
That is what a powerhouse to have, this woman's mother. Taryn, thank you so much for joining us. Please come visit us again when we just
With
need
pleasure.
some motivation and some financial stability.
To be ferocious. Yes. Oh, man. It's always so beautiful to sit down with women who truly do empower others.
100%. My feel-good family, you have to stay tuned because we have such important conversations like these, but we also like to have fun.
100%. We'll be back for more, so make sure you stay tuned right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Oh, yeah, of course. Say no more. Important conversations. We like to have fun and we love leveling up. So well done, ladies. Thank you for that conversation. But now we're going to level up somebody else, because earlier we asked you at home to help Carissa choose between two very SS26 looks. We had a flowy printed maxi dress